Zed's well back with another one. If you're watching the channel, subscribe to the channel, give a video a like, leave a comment below. I remember ages ago, yeah, well, about 5 years ago, I heard about something happening in Telford, yeah, where there was some drive-by and someone got unalived outside a gym up Telford, and straight away when I heard about it in the news, and I was thinking, raw Telford, because anybody that knows Telford ain't an area like that. I don't even think they've got gangs or nothing like that. Not to say that stuff can't go on, but Telford's one of them areas. A, when you hear a murder like this, you think, rah, what's going on over there? Then you get me, because that's a surprising place. Things like that don't really happen in Telford. So boom, weren't really thinking nothing about it, and then not long after, yeah, we found out that it was kind of behind some London politics. Basically, a rapper from London moved to Telford, and he got killed by some other by his ops from London. You get me? That's all alleged, though. We don't know at the minute. Nobody's been found guilty for it or nothing, but people have been arrested for it, yeah, and I've been charged, and the trial's just about to start now. You know what I'm saying? This happened like 5 years ago. Bear in mind, I heard there was a trial before and it got a retrial. That's why when I seen this news, I was kind of like, "Raw." I thought that man would have been had their sentence, or the trial would have been happened, and what happened after. But nah, man are still on trial for it. So it's like it's gonna be on for the trial for like 9 weeks, yeah. And basically it was this guy here. His name's Teerose. He's from London. His name's Teerose. And I play a little snippet. He's a rapper. You get me? He was a rapper.
Shame, should've defend your mate. Too badness, we jumped that game. Shame, should've defend your mate. UB6 ain't worth these bells.
I don't know if this is his actual tune here. You get me? I think he's got some tunes. Let me go on. Let me see if I can find a tune quickly of him. Here's a
I've been
little.
praying for some better days. My niggas love the money, but they target could press the gauge. 16 in that cell, living hell, I couldn't get away. Me and K, we held it down. We fought the crowd and we beat the case. Mommy, yeah, she struggled, had depression, should've seen her face. Before I get them, yeah, she cried them tears and it would never change. Yeah, we got freedom back. Came home ain't get no change. Mommy's on my mind, I need to give that lady everything. If daddy saw this song, I say this song will never change. I was in the field, I used to slide out, ride out every day. Niggas think they bad, they wanna kill me, that's a thing. And I ain't gotta talk, my niggas, no, I don't give no wedding ring. I don't know no fucking bitch unless you like my mama, dude. And I was in the field trying to raise it at these other dudes. I've been praying.
So basically, he's the one who got shot and passed away in Telford outside while he was going to the gym with his boys. He's only like 20 years old. Now, this is where it's a madness, because him, yeah, before he moved to Telford, he was in London, obviously, yeah, and he beat a murder case. He beat a murder case, yeah. Apparently, he beat it for self defense. You know what I'm trying to say? He beat a murder for self defense on one of his ops. You get me? And it's some youth named T Wiz. This youth here named T Wiz. Basically, he beat this youth got this youth got murdered here in London, and my man, the other guy named T Rose, got actually arrested for it, charged for it, went on trial, beat the case for self defense or some reason. After he's come out of the trial and beat the case, him and his family have moved to Telford. Now, if you know where Telford is a long, long way away from London. You've got to go past. If you're coming from London, you've got to go past Birmingham, Wolverhampton, and that to get to Telford. That's how far it is from London. It's hours away, bro. Hours away. Probably about 3 hours away, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's probably come out. He's probably come out, yeah. He's probably come out, yeah. Tried to start afresh, moved all the way to Telford. Boom. Now he's in Telford doing his thing or doing whatnot now. And they're saying, the police are saying that this guy here, he must have been in Telford doing a thing, got locked up for trapping down Telford or got caught with some grub, yeah, went jail or whatnot, yeah. But his ops seen that he was in the paper for getting locked up for trapping and whatnot. The ops found out, oh, he's in Telford. That's where he is now. You get me? And this is how they've got his location because he's moved from London, moved from London. I think he's still doing his rapping thing, but he's nowhere near London, so he'd think that why I'm out the way. You get me? But he got arrested for some drug offense, yeah, and he had to go jail for a hot minute. And then obviously his name came up, his address where he was came up, his ops of allegedly, and remember he was locked up for killing someone. The man who's on trial for his murder as well is the guy who he killed, brother as well. They're accusing him of being part of it. You know what I'm saying? So these must have seen allegedly. I've seen that wow, then my man's in Telford now. Then all right, then cool. And the police are alleging that these men started doing their homework on this brother in Telford and started taking trips to Telford. They're saying they took 16 trips to Telford, 16 trips to Telford to try and look for this brother here. So, yo, if that's true, yeah, these man was serious about what they was trying to do. You get me? Them man was hell bent on revenge, bro. You get me? So obviously he's in Telford doing his thing. He went jail for the drugs, come out, boom. He's going to the gym in Telford. The car is supposed to have already been parked in the car park waiting for him. So whoever did it did their homework on him because they got to the gym car park before he even come to the gym. They was already there. So when he's pulled up with his two friends, the people have come out the car, went straight to his side, shot him 6 times, killed him. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happened with him, yeah. This is what's happened with him. So boom, we're gonna get into the little news article about it now, anyway. But that was just a little rundown. So this is him. This is the rapper Teerose. This is where it happened at a gym. Basically the gym was on some little industrial estate or industrial park. Yeah. So my man has beat his M case. He's left London, started a life somewhere else. Yeah. I think he's still doing his rap thing, and boom, the ops have said, "Nah, you know what?" And the ops have gone out their way, found out where he lived now, and flew down there allegedly. You get me? This is what the police are saying. But yeah, look, a rapper was mercilessly shot through the heart in a cold-blooded revenge execution after a conviction for drug dealing meant his killers discovered his new address. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't know where he was until he got locked up for the food thing, and then them man have clocked and said, "This is what I mean." Like people will put your name and your address, or you don't even have to put your actual address, your house number, but they can just narrow it down for people who are looking for you. Regardless if they put up this guy's full address or not, they narrowed it down to where the man them knew. Okay, we know what city or town. I don't know if Telford's a city or a town because it's a small place. It might be a town still. I don't think it's a city. Yeah, so them man have been able to narrow it down and say, he's here then. You get me? And that is due to news. You get me? That is due to newspapers or news articles. So that might be the reason that he passed away. Tamba Mamodu, that's his name. T Rose's name is Tamba Mamodu, was shot at point blank range outside a gym after being stalked and ambushed by a gang. The court was told how Mamandu was tracked by his killers after he was jailed for dealing drugs, which had resulted in his new location appearing in the media. You get me? His new location appearing in the media, you know. You know what I'm saying? My man could have been out there undercover. Boom, these lot are just using Google Earth and social media. The defendants traced Mamodu to Telford, Shropshire, where they attacked him on October the 13th, 2020. Jurors were told he was shot 6 times while on his way to the fitness factory gym with friends and died from his injuries. Mamodu was in Telford trying to start a new life away from London after being acquitted of murdering 19-year-old T Wiz. We're not gonna say that's his name. His name's T Wiz in 2018. So my man got locked up for that in 2017. Sorry, beat the charge in 2018. Moved to Telford. 2 years late, got locked up for some drugs, and then after when he come out, he got killed. Teerose, also a rapper, was stabbed to death in a side street in West London, but Mamodu was cleared on the grounds of self-defense. The court heard that Teerose's older brother, Mohammed Tarabi, and his cousin, Ahmed Kashi, then took on the help of two further men to track down Teerose as they were intent on revenge. So the brother who T Rose killed T Wiz, yeah. T Wiz's brother and T Wiz's cousin are charged with killing, getting a part of revenge or revenging their family, and it this is what the police are saying. Police are saying, you two man, boom, you two man did that. Yeah, because my man killed your brother and your cousin. That's why you two, man. You know what I'm saying? According to prosecutors, the family members decided to take the law into their own hands after thinking that justice had failed them. Kashi of no fixed abode, Taribi. This Kashi is the cousin of T Wiz, and Taribi is the brother of T Wiz, and someone else named Diraya Hassan, and someone else named Mahamud Dand Mergy. These man got some Ngoy 25 of no fixed abode or deny murder. They are currently on trial at Leicester Crown Court after a previous trial was paused last year. So these men are on trial right now for this. Prosecuting James Curtis KC said T Rose was singled out for a cold-blooded execution. He said he was singled out for death, working together, stalking him, ambushing him in broad daylight, catching him unaware as he was going to the gym with friends. They shot him 6 times at point blank range, shooting him as he sat in the car and shooting him as he was falling out of the car and as he lay on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So whoever did this came there to just done him. They never come there to Rder. You get me? They just came there to done his dance, bro. No playing. You know what I'm saying? They was already parked up in the gym waiting for him to come on. My man probably thinking, bro, I'm in Telford, bro. I'm in Telford. I'm like 3.5 hours away from London. He probably weren't. His antennas weren't even up. He's probably thinking, rah. He's so far away. He probably weren't even in that mind state. You get me? He's probably just thinking, yo, I'm gonna go gym. Boom. You get me? And this happened. Curtis added that the killing had been merciless, chiro- choro- whatever, and meticulously planned with military precision. You know what I'm saying? So that you know what I'm saying. Whoever did this, yeah, if they're gonna these men are charged with these four guys are charged with it, yeah. The court's gonna look at it like if you lot did this, you lot really planned this out, bro. You lot like there's no getting around saying, yo, we just came to scare him or nah, none of that. You lot came to do what you did. You get me? Yesterday, on the second day of the retrial, Mr. Curtis told the jury that T. Rose had left London for Telford with his family after being acquitted at the Old Bailey in 2018. He said both um, T. Rose and the guy T. Wiz had been in rival gangs in London, and that T. Wiz's brother and cousin, along with other members of the group, had decided to hatch out the revenge plot. So they're saying, yo, the brother and the cousin's like, yeah, he beat the case for self defense. The man is saying, nah, they ain't letting it slide. Allegedly, this is what the prosecutors are not saying. However, he said the defendants did not know where T Rose was until he was convicted of drug dealing and later for possessing cocaine in October 2019. So them man didn't know where he was. They wanted to find him and they wanted to get revenge for their brother and their cousin, yeah, but they didn't know where he was. But then he got locked up for some drug charge. They found out where he was. Mr. Curtis told jurors a Welsh news media report on the two men's conviction and jailing contained. Teerose's home address in Donington, Telford. So I think he got locked up for some trapping thing in Wales. But obviously, while he was in Wales, he's in the news. They've said, "Yo, this guy here got locked up in Wales for shooting, but he's from Telford." You know what I'm saying? And these men have seen the Telford address. Okay, then. You know what I'm saying? A Google Earth screenshot with the address circled was found on T Wiz's brother's phone after he was seized by police investigating another matter. So the police have done something else with T Wiz's brother, yeah. And when they done some other case with him, they found T Rose's address in his phone circled round. He has got my man. So T Wiz's brother is already looking hot. You get me? Because the police saying they got his phone for some next crime, not even to do with this. And when they got his phone, they see my man's address in there circled. So boom. I don't know how you get around that, bro. Why have you got my man's address in your thing circled? Next thing you know, someone's flew down and murdered. You get me? And they're saying, however, they couldn't. He was not tracked down by the four men until he was released from prison in 2020. He got locked up in 2019. Then man found the police are saying he got locked up in 2019. Then man found out he lived in Stoke in Telford in 2019, but they couldn't do nothing because obviously they found out his address, but my man's in jail. You know what I'm saying? But they just took the address down for when he gets out. And then they're saying, yo, they didn't do nothing until when he got out of prison. The court was told when he started publishing social media posts. So my man went jail, boom. Then he's jumped back on social media, must have posted a few pictures letting the people know he's out because everyone knows him. He's a rapper as well. Teerose is a well-known rapper. Even though he might not be in London anymore, he's still got a name in the rap scene. And he must have put up a post saying, yeah, it's out. He's back out on the road. So these men are like, now we can use that address. Now we can use that address. He's back out. You get me? In one post, Teerose said it was good to be home. Then on September the 1st, 2020, he posted a picture of himself in the Fitness Factory gym in Telford. You get me? So these man, they're saying these man, I've seen that picture, seen him post something in the gym, and boom, they've tracked down the gym. They've narrowed it down to the city or the town where he was. Now they've narrowed it down to the gym. You get me? And they're saying almost immediately after learning that, in fact, on the very next day, September 2nd, they started making trips to Telford. You get me? The court heard that the four defendants made 16 trips to Telford in total using a series of cars, including taking a stolen Skoda Karoq, described as the murder car, which they left at a side road in Wellington where it couldn't raise suspicion. So what, yo, bro? They're saying that these man went down there 16 times doing their homework. Even left the dingers down there. Even left the dingers down there. You know. I don't know how they got proof of these man allegedly coming to Telford 16 times, but Telford to London is far, bro. So for them man to keep going down there, if it was them, they was just trying to get their man, bro. You get me? This is what the prosecution's saying anyway. According to Mr. Curtis, 3 unsuccessful attempts were made to murder him, Teerose, and the Skoda was seen to have entered the Bridges Business Park, where CCTV picked it up lying in wait for their victim at the back of the car park. So they're saying that they tried before they got him. They made 3 attempts to get this guy before they actually got him. This is what the prosecution's saying. But it wasn't until October 13th and the 4th attempt when Teerose turned up at the gym as they waited that they were said to have struck. They said that 2 men in the Skoda, a driver and a gunman, both wearing high V tabards, was waiting for 40 minutes. So them man was there 40 minutes before these man even pulled up. They probably clocked his routine and all that by now. How would man know? How would whoever did it know that he's going gym at that time of the day and that? You get me? And I'm not saying it's them four, man. I'm just saying Whoever it was did their homework on him. You get me? At midday, Teerose arrived as a passenger in a Renault Megane. He was joined by a driver and another friend who sat in the back. Teerose was in the passenger. The car parked next to the Skoda at the back of the car park in all innocence. You get me? So these man, Teerose has pulled up in the gym and parked right next to the car that them man are in waiting for him. This is how, you know what I'm saying? This is how lacking he was. Because he probably thinking, yo, I'm in Telford, miles away from London. And you know what I'm saying? Before they had time to get out the car, a man in the orange tabard gets out of the Skoda and went to the passenger side of the Renault. He said the gunman fired 6 shots in quick succession through the car's window, hitting Teerose before the man jumped back in the car and made off fast out the business park. The car was later found burnt out at a car park near the wrecking. You hear me? So as soon as he pulled in with his brethren, these man just flip in. The men in the Skoda just came straight away. They didn't just shoot in the car indiscriminately, you know. They just went to the passenger side where my man was and just hit him. There was 2 other men in the car. No other man in the car got touched, bro. So whoever did it just wanted him. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that the paramedics declared Teerose dead 40 minutes later, while a post-mortem revealed he had suffered multiple gunshot wounds, including fatal shots to the heart and lung. You get me? Now, there was only 2 men in the car, yeah, but they're saying that there was another 2 men that helped plan, do this thing. You get me? That's why there's 4 of them on trial, even though there was only 2 in the car at that time. The prosecution was arguing, but they're trying to say all of them are on trial for murder, not some of them, you know, for conspiracy or assisting or rare. They want to do all 4 of them for the murder, even though only 2 was there. And they're saying that there's evidence showed all 4 men on trial either had a car or a phone linked to them that had been shown to have been traced to trips to Telford ahead of the killing. So them people, them other 2 guys could have probably just went Telford a few times with the man them, drove them down there to do their homework. They're saying, yo, we don't care if you lot was helped down there most of the times before. Cause remember, these men took 16 trips, you know. 16 trips. That this is what the police are saying. These men took 16 trips. So the police are saying, yo, we don't care if only 2 of them ended up doing the thing. The other 2 that was taking these trips, planning it before as well. You man, we charging you man as well. So boy, this thing's deep, bro. This thing's deep. The trial's on right now, man. But yo, if this is like I said, we don't know until the end of the trial, bro. But why? Like the prosecution and accusing them man of is some serious intent, some serious homework being done, some serious stalking, some you know what I'm saying, some preparation, leaving the dingers down there, all that kind of stuff, man. So that's just a mad story, bro. Just a mad story. But yeah, the trial's on, man. So I guess we'll just see what Gwanda's saying. The trial's expected to last 10 weeks. So by the end of the trial, I'll probably come back do another video and just talk about the outcome of what happened. But let me know what you lot think about this whole thing anyway. If you're watching the channel, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, leave a comment below.
I done sold all this dope for years just to become a YouTuber. Shit fucked up, y'all.